Every problem has an equation to it, and every equation has a solution. Today's problem, you can't get laid. So obviously in today's video, I'm gonna be going over that equation with you so that you can plug and play what you need to so that you can figure out that total solution. I know that was a little confusing. I'm not a mathematician, but enjoy, subscribe, like the video. And if you're ready to see more results in your dating life, be sure to check out my Digital Romeo mentorship application, where I will take you to being able to present yourself in the most attractive way online, including social media. And I can guarantee you 1 to 5 dates every single week with women that you're actually attracted to. A lot of guys in the groups are seeing results already, so go ahead and click the link down below to apply. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's talk about the story on how I figured out this equation. So me, myself, I'm very logical, I'm very strategic, I'm very practical, right? So I feel like everything in life has a strategy to it or some sort of equation, right? To figure out the solution. So with that being said, I figured out the method or basically the building blocks of what it takes to meet a woman and to bring her in bed. Like, what is that process like? What are the main building blocks in order to make that happen? And so I was thinking about my own life, my own personal journey, the amount of women I've been with, and what was the commonalities and what always happened. And I figured it out. Now, before I tell you, I typed this in on the internet because I was like, there's no way I can be the only person who has thought of this, right? I feel like I'm pretty original, but at the same time, everything on this earth has been invented to some degree, right? So I was finding, is anybody saying the same things I'm saying? And then that's when I came across the mystery M3 model. Now, the mystery M3 model is a pretty old school building block model that very similarly replicates what I'm about to tell you on my equation. But first, let's talk about the M3 model. The M3 model states attract, build comfort, and seduce. So 3 steps in order to get a woman, right? My model or equation was connect, attraction, comfort, and escalation. So overall, when I discovered this, I was like, holy shit, like mystery, one of the biggest PUAs of our time, right? Has pretty much co-signed and had the same thought process of me. His just was a little bit more simple. It did get more complex, like if you read his book, but overall the building blocks and the basics are the same. So essentially, I was doing the mystery method the whole time following the M3 model. I just added my own twist and spin on it. So now let me finally give you my equation and model, and we're gonna break it down step by step. And if you follow all these steps once broken down, I promise you, you will get laid. Number 1, connection. Connection, all that means is how you actually meet the woman. Guys, women don't fall from the sky. You have to make some sort of physical initial contact. It doesn't have to be physical, but it could be digital too, of course, Digital Romeo. So you could meet her through Instagram, dating apps, in real life, work, friend of a friend, social circle, club, bar, daytime, mall. Like, there are many ways to make that connection, but the point is you have to make that connection. I feel like that's where a lot of guys get stuck, is because they're simply just afraid to talk to women. If you weren't so afraid to talk to a woman, you would make more connections. Now, all those connections won't be good connections, and all those connections won't be attracted to you, which is the next step. But overall, the more connections you make, the more likely that you're gonna put yourself in a position to where you'll find some good connections because you have more volume. That is personally why I like using dating apps, because I'm able to have more volume. I don't neglect in real life or anything like that. I just feel like dating apps provide, once you use them in the right way and present yourself in the right way, they provide the most volume and the most connections to be made. So if you can get past that first step, the next thing is attraction. So with attraction, this is where all the attraction pillars come into play: looks, money, and status. With looks being the most important and holding the most genuine desire. Genuine desire meaning that she's actually physically interested and attracted to you. She finds you sexy, she finds you hot, she finds you cute. You reach at least her minimum looks threshold. Maybe she only likes going for 8 or 9s in regards to looks, but she'll settle with a 7 if you can compensate for other things. Maybe you got good status about yourself. Maybe you're in a position of leadership, which makes you a leader of men. Maybe you're financially stable and well off, so you can provide experiences and a dope lifestyle for her that is seen as attractive. In regards to attraction, a lot of us guys have a lot more that we can go for us besides our looks. However, looks here are very, very important. I've said it multiple times by now. I'm not saying like I'm a black pill enthusiast, But I do believe in regards to having a woman sleep with you as fast as possible, true, genuine desire is needed. And if you can look as hot as possible to her, it's just gonna make the process a lot easier. Taking outside of money, status, all these other things, status at really, really high levels, of course, that's gonna provide very easy access and easy to make connections, which is the first part of the formula. But like I said, this is where you need to maximize your looks and make sure that there's some sort of an attraction there, because you're obviously already attracted to her, but is she attracted to you? So after we reach the connection and now attraction phase, up next is comfort. Comfort is all about bringing her guard down. So you can either do this before the date, or usually you would do this during the date, right? So you build rapport, you find commonalities, you speak with her, you let her guard down, show how much of a normal person you are, get some investment from her, and overall, you just become comfortable with each other, right? Before a girl sleeps with you or lays down in bed, she has to be comfortable. That's why if you escalate too fast, which is the next step, it's not gonna work out, because even though you made the connection and she was attracted to you, she is not comfortable with you. And building comfort takes time. I read the old mystery stuff, and he used to say, I think it was like between 6 and 10 hours of building comfort before you can sleep with a girl. I would say the more attraction you have for her, the less you have to build comfort. So if she perceives you as a 9 overall, looks, money, status, then you don't have to build comfort that long in order to sleep with her. But if she perceives you as like a 6 or like a 7 or maybe even a 5, that means the comfort phase is gonna be longer for you, unfortunately, right? You're gonna have to go out on more dates, you're gonna have to speak with her more, you might have to talk with her on the phone more, you might have to FaceTime her more to really set that comfort in for her to build more attraction for you. Because keep in mind, the comfort phase can also build more attraction through your personality, your vibe, stuff like that. And the next part is escalation. Escalation only happens once the other 3 are in place. So connection, attraction, comfort. Number 4, escalation. Crucial point, because this is where I had trouble at back 2-3 years ago. I was able to go out on dates. I was able to bring girls over to my place. I was able to get matches. I did all that stuff, right? But I could not escalate. For the life of me, I could not figure out how to comfortably sexualize and escalate the situation to where, you know, she's in my bed or we're kissing or doing whatever. Making that first move was very, very hard for me. Now, over time, of course, I learned physical escalation. I learned how to do it comfortably. And now I would say I'm a master at it and I have no problem doing it. But back then, it was really making me miss out on quite a bit of women. I'll tell you guys a quick story on how important this actually is. Make fun of me all you want in the comments, it is what it is. We all have made mistakes, but I've literally have had a girl in my bed before and I did not make a move on her. Like, she literally slept in my bed. We went on like a few dates or whatever. By the 2nd, 3rd date, in my bed, stayed the night, we're watching TV, I'm like wrapped around her, and I was just too afraid to escalate, make the move. So ended up doing nothing, went home, never saw her again, right? And that's the thing, women can actually get turned off if you don't escalate. As crazy as it sounds, women will literally get turned off from you if you are afraid to escalate. So only after the comfort is built and you know she's comfortable with you, and you know this by, like, you know, the little tests you do, all these little subtle signs, that's when you go in for the escalation. And then from there, you might have to deal with some last minute resistance, but I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. All that is within my Digital Romeo mentorship. But like I said, this equation, overall, just to review it, is connection, attraction, comfort, escalation. Have those 4 things in place, and I promise you will have a much more abundance dating life, and you will meet a lot more women and sleep with a lot more women. Easier said than done, but like I said, if you need more help, definitely be sure to apply a link down below. Follow me on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, subscribe for more. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.